Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing today? We're just going to give it a couple minutes and let people join up with us. So hi, Linda. Hi, Shauna, Tanya, and Lance, Ramona, Lance, Peter.
All right, let me just have good on my end. Let me just do this real quick.
Any day that's a Chris day is a good day. Thanks, Lance. That's really cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Shall we hop in there, Chris?
We should.
All righty. First question is from Janet Morris. Hi, Chris. Do you see me being promoted where I'm working?
I believe that you're going to be promoted where you're working, yes. But the timeline on that, I think it'll be right around the first of the year. I don't think they have the money to do it right now, but yes, definitely so.
All right. Within 4, thank you so much for the donation. The question is, hi, Chris, what will my next job be? Thank you, and God bless, and good bless.
Thank you. I think it'll be customer service work, and I think that you'll get yourself from that more into a management position. I think you'll be very happy with that. I think it's going to be a lot more work for you, and I think it'll be good for your soul. It really will. You do good working with people.
All righty. We've got a question from Christy. Hi, Chris. What was I in the past life?
Last lifetime, I think you're a madam at a hotel.
Question from Tanya Bert. Hello, Chris. Will my father make it through the holidays? My brother and his kids are coming from Japan to surprise him.
Yeah, I believe just barely around that time he'll make it through. Yes, certainly he'll be in all of our prayers. But good man there, real good man.
Question from Trish. Hello, Chris. Will my finances improve to be able to move into a bigger home soon? Thank you.
Not soon. I think that this will take you about a couple more years. But with your sheer stubborn and determination, which works more for you than against you, that's going to allow you to be able to make this happen. I mean, you're doing this a lot by yourself, so more power to you, and just keep on pushing. You'll get there. Absolutely will.
I have a question from Tabitha Van. Hi, Chris. Will I get my weight under control and lose weight?
Yeah, but you might want to try a YMCA where they have heated swimming pools, get some old sneakers, and just do laps up and back on the pool, because the pools are only about 3 feet deep, and you can run in the water. It doesn't hurt your back, doesn't hurt your joints. Don't have to worry about perspiring. And this is something you can do really consistently without injury. The main thing is with you without injury, because your skeletal frame is actually not necessarily being crushed, but it just has so much on it that, I don't want you doing a lot of jumping, bouncing, and a pool would be more buoyant for you. It would be very helpful.
Alrighty, next question is timeforchanges.org. You had said my grandmother and I were twins in another life. What era did we live in? What part of the world did we live?
I think it was Scotland, and I think it was in the 1500s.
All right, we've got a donation from Vinishwari Shahan. Hi, Chris. Who's my kindred spirit? When will we meet him, and will we be married?
Don't believe that you know him as of yet. Don't think that you'll meet for about 2 years and about 2 months. I believe it'll be something to do around train station, train tickets, something like this. So that's kind of miscellaneous or running errands, so to speak. It doesn't look like it's a vacation or anything. It looks like you're going somewhere. And the connection's there, the chemistry's there, so you'll quickly know it exactly when it happens. When you know somebody and you really know them, you know it.
We have a question from Renee Clark. Hi, Chris. We still haven't found a house to buy yet. We have been looking for over a month now. Any idea where, when, or what this house looks like? We need some help. We are so overwhelmed on what to buy.
Well, here's the thing. You're looking for a house that you can really see your life in and set up camp and just really be happy, comfortable with it. There's a lot of good buys out there that you don't want because you don't like the floor plan or the layout of the home. So you have to first determine, is this going to be a house that you're going to keep and stay and fix up, or you're going to do it for a money improvement and turn it over in a few years? You like the houses, so I'd get your floor plan. I think you need to look more towards a one-story. I think you'll find a one-story, but you do walk in and there's a couple steps down to the living room, dining room, and a couple steps down to like the family room, kitchen. But that's not stairs to me. Stairs to me is something that you climb. So I think that this house will come up probably in about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks tops, but you got to get out there and do the grueling. I don't think this house has come up. I think it's just recently going to be coming up on the market, so it won't be there long. So you got your opportunity coming up.
Hi, Chris. What is my spirit guide's name?
Samantha.
All right. Irene. Hi, Chris. What is my purpose in life?
I think you need to work with people. I think you need to put your energy in people, and the universe takes care of you. Anything that you can do to help a person reach their goal is pretty much the slot you need to be in. That's the vein you need to be traveling in.
All right, we've got a question from Mom. Did I have previous lives with either one of my sons?
Both of them. I think if you count all your lives, including the one you're in right now, I think you're at the number 40 exactly. So I think your sons have been in your life about 4 other times. Not the same time, but 4 other times. You can go into a regression and get really the details and the specifics of that. That's something we can do over the phone, though. But we kind of guide you through it. You tell us when we put it together for you. So if you are curious, that would be favorable. There's nothing as far as karma or cell memory that you have to do to correct this time while you're around. So, but if you're curious, that's an option.
All right, I've got a question from Michelle Blake. Blessings, Chris. You're awesome and appreciated.
Thank you.
Chris, do you see me meeting my husband soon?
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to start activating more what you're doing. So I compliment that. You just need to stay with it to keep doing it. I think you'll meet him through a friend. I think it has something to do around a firehouse, as strange as that sounds. I don't think he's a firefighter. I didn't say that, but something to do around the firehouse.
All right. Next question is from Sengudran Pillay. Good day. My name is Sengudran Pillay. Will my master's be completed this year? Trying to get it done. Will it be converted to a PhD?
I believe you'll get the PhD. Absolutely. I believe the master's will be completed, but somewhere as far as the graduation time will be a little bit further down the road. So, but your work will be finished and done.
Brandon Gray, thank you so much for the donation. Hello, Chris. Should I sign up for a crane operator's license, and will my finances improve?
Finances will improve, and yes, you're one of those guys that can do just about pick a dime up off the road from 100 yards away. So absolutely, yes, you'd be very, very good at that, and you'd really enjoy it.
All right, we've got a question from Kat Black. Hello, Chris. Do you see the future for me in tarot readings? Thank you.
Well, you kind of know how I feel about tarot readings. You know how even my mother feels about tarot readings. I mean, it's kind of a joke, basically. So if my mother were to go to a psychic fair, let's say, and there would be a tarot card reader there, my mom would sit down and say, darling, if you want me to spend my hard-earned money here, you're going to have to shuffle those cards and have the cards come out exactly the same way every single time, which is theoretically impossible to do. Why? Because it's more for entertainment purposes. We're not a 900 number here for entertainment. We're not any of that. So I think the tarot cards are for like friends and people that you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. So you get a card that tells you so you can talk about that. So if you really want to do this, why don't you just use your God-given talent from God and really relax yourself to contact your spirit guide and go into it without the tarot cards.
Okay, we've got a question from Karen Plaxton. Hi, Chris. Should I buy a house with land or stay close to town? Where do you see me?
Well, either one you might complain about, but I would definitely get the house with land because land is only so much of it and you don't like your neighbors prying in at you. But I think you can get the best of both worlds, which means I think you could be just barely on the outskirts of town, which might take you 10 minutes to get to town. And then you have your home and you have your land and you have kind of the best of both worlds. So I think you can certainly find that. Absolutely, yes.
I want to do a couple of your mom's.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Pick one, anyone.
All righty. If you're in a negative environment, it creates a block, and positive energy can't get through.
That's a lot of truth. Sometimes I get a phone with a client and they're just in a rare mood. I say, do you really want to do this right now? And then they seem to calm down.
Don't let your feelings be hurt by someone who doesn't have the soul to judge you.
Yeah. Be really aware of who you're getting your advice from, who you're getting your information from, because sometimes their life is just not doing so good. And sometimes misery loves company. So be careful with that.
All righty. Our next question comes from Sarah Meyer Brooks. Hi, Chris. For the last month, we've intermittently had our kids' toys turn on by themselves. Last weekend, our doorbell rang, and conveniently, no house cameras were triggered. What do you think is happening?
Well, it's you basically. We all have electrical currents that run through us. My mother sometimes would come into the office and we would not want her to come into the computer room, but she would come into the computer room and everything was shut down. So that can happen because we all have electrical currents run through us. I've had clients that move from house to house to house. They think the ghost is following them from house to house to house, and that's not absolutely so. It's just the energy that you have. My mother would always say to me, because every time we go in front of cameras, the cameras would flicker and go off, and she'd say, "See, Chrissy, they know you're too ugly to get your picture taken." Oh wow, but no, I mean you can't live with it. It's part of what is.
All right. We have a question from Stephanie Orton. Please tell me where to go from here in my marriage. I'm lost right now.
I know it's tough. Here's the thing, getting right to the point. If you had enough money in the bank, you would not be asking me this question. Your whole reason for staying is you don't want to go into not having a place and be in poverty and worrying about the finances and things like that. And I get it. So, and if you were to leave, yes, the finances would significantly go down, of course, and you'd have to get out there and work a couple of jobs. So you have to weigh with working a couple of jobs or staying in a habit type of relationship that's convenient for your living arrangement. So I can't pick which way you should go. I can give you that's pretty much you go this way, that's your choice. You go that way, that's your choice. But I can't make you do one or the other. That's on you.
Okay, we got a question from Cheryl D. Hi, Chris. Can you tell me whether my son's mental health is an issue or is his wife making more about than?
Well, here's the thing. I think your son's mental health is an issue, and I think he needs to be on the proper medication and with the proper nutrition and rest. And I think he'll function very well in life and society. She, on the other hand, I think she likes to develop drama, kind of like plant the seed of drama, walk away, act like she doesn't know what's happening, come back and try to fix the situation. Sometimes, unfortunately, people don't feel loved unless there is drama. So I think that she, having her in the picture like this, is the worst case scenario, absolutely. And she doesn't like anybody. If she had the ability, she would just want him to be part of her family and not a part of his own family, which is crazy sounding in a sense. So you have a double whammy. Get your son situated on the medication correctly and make sure he's doing the right thing. And then she, I'm sorry, you're always going to have a problem with her. I wish I could tell you something more than that, but that's the truth.
All right, we've got a question from Maria Lopez. It's getting close. Have I met and or description of the one? I'm stubborn. I might have missed him. LOL, I'm picky.
Well, at least you're honest with me. I know all that too to be true, but no, I don't think you missed them. I think it'll be coming in maybe 9 days, 10 days. That's if you're activating, please do that. You're doing it, please do that. And look around church function, look around big bodies of people, even if at the mall and someone's showing something or demonstrating something, stop and sit there and listen to things like that. It looks like they'd be in that type of setting.
All right, we've got a question from Vicki Taylor. Do you see any major events in my life in the next 6 months?
Well, I don't know what your definition of a major event is, good or bad. In my definition of that, it would be a car accident would be not so good. Don't say anything like that. There's no winnings of lottery or publisher clearinghouses or anything like that. So I'd go with no. I think it's going to be pretty much the same as what it is right now.
The Anna Hunter. Hi, Chris. Do you see me being successful in day trading? Thank you and God bless.
I think you'll do it for about 4 years. And then I think the stress is just going to be too high with it. And I think the best thing you could do is have your job and then do the day trading. Because if you just put it all in day trading, it's going to get real serious real quick with you. And you're going to start really looking where every penny's going, which way or what have you. This is going to, I think, really aggravate you. I would have a job and do this on the side and do this for fun and enjoy it. And that's where I think you'll be the most successful. If you're just doing this all by itself, you're in for a big roller coaster event here.
All right. Catherine McCauley. Hi, Chris. What do you see me doing in the next few years?
I think you should open your own home-based business, and I think it should be something like with candles and incense and things like this, oils and different things like that. I think you do wonderfully well with that. You should try it without stereotyping it, though.
We have a question from Nadine underscore GHC. Have I met my life partner? Please describe him.
No, don't believe that you have, but whom you're with is nice, but it's not this guy. This guy has auburn hair, hazel eyes, oval shaped face, height about 5'9", almost 5'10", and in electronics as far as the field of work.
Got Wendy Wilder. Hi, Chris. What's causing my friend Helen's skin issues? Thank you.
She's allergic to just a lot. I mean, grass is a problem. Polyester clothes is a problem. Soaps are a problem. Laundry detergent is a problem. Chlorine is a problem. So with high sensitive skin, she needs to go to a dermatologist and go through that scratch test. Kind of cats, animals, dogs. I mean, the list goes on. So she just has to be, really careful what she sits on, what she lays on, what she wears, this and that. I've got eczema. Can't tell her right now because I don't have an outbreak. If I go lay on the grass, I have welts everywhere because I'm allergic to it. So I have to do Dove moisturizer soap is the only soap I can use. There's a draft kind of baby detergent. It's the only detergent I can use. I can't go into public pools. I'll look like something out of a horror movie.
Got a question from Island Girl 53. What do you see around my relationship?
Well, that it's getting old, it's getting tired. This is like having a child in a lot of ways. This individual does love you, does care for you, have a lot of time invested, and it's a light entity. It's a good person, but they're just not forward enough, not wanting to seek out enough, not wanting to adventure enough. And I think that's what is missing here. And you're not going to find that with this particular individual. I think that there will be one coming in that will fit more of the likings of this, but that doesn't happen until around May or so of this next year. So I would stay put where I'm at and put in 110%, keep an open mind for about May. When you meet the other individual, then I'd make my decision.
Got a question from Lance Patter. Hi, Chris. Whether it's from playing bingo or from my past, I'd like to know if I have any lump sums of money coming my way in the next 6 months to a year. If so, when and from where? God bless.
Oh, I wish, I really do. I wish I could give you the winning lotteries. We'd split it, but it doesn't work that way. No, I don't think the winning's coming in like that through your life, basically. I could go your whole entire life. But you have a lot of luck with your life. You've got more than that. If you had all the money in the world, but you're terminally ill, it wouldn't mean a damn thing. You have your health. You have longevity. You've got good genetics. You got good family. You got good friends. You got good work. You got everything good. So you're not going to win the big lottery. Who cares? Sometimes I never won it. I'm psychic, for God's sakes. Sometimes we're meant to make our own way. That's why psychics can't tell anything about themselves. If they could, they wouldn't have to live the life. They wouldn't have to do anything because they know it all already. That would be boring. They put me in a padded cell if I was like that.
Got a question. Joanne, thank you so much for the donation. It's from Joanne Casafanis. My son, who is disabled, is returning to public school. Will he do okay? Thank you.
Yeah, and I think you'll make some friends. I mean, there's always going to be someone that has something to say about something, even when I was in school. I mean, come on, it just is. But you just have to not have the thin skin and go through it. Your boy is remarkable, and he's fun. And you know what I love about him? He loves life. I think we can all learn something from something like him. Truthfully, I do.
A couple more questions. A couple more of the cards. Sorry. I mix those up constantly. Don't be afraid to take a stand against injustice. Complacency makes you weak. Enjoy your life like a child does. Bring some of that childish playfulness back into your life.
I don't think I've grown up yet. Growing up is growing old.
Melissa Kosman asked, any good coming my way, Chris?
Okay, that's a real vague question. Good. Well, I don't see anything bad happening per se. And I think you're going to meet another new friend in the next couple of months, which I think is very positive and good. But keep in mind, guys, the more specific of a question you ask me, the more specific an answer I can get.
All right. We've got more of a comment from Mama Lentine LOL, Chris, you so remind me of your mom. I can see her.
Not the looks, though, right?
I can hear her, and you are your mom's double in the way you talk. All right. Okay. Rita Lacari. Hi, Chris. When will I be able to astral project to see my son?
Here is the biggest thing. It's all about relaxing, and you have an analytical mind and you're a perfectionist to boot. So it's harder to shut it all off and down. Try doing this when you're extremely tired, like if you're working a lot physically, mentally, and you're just really worn out, then get yourself in a real simplistic room and shut yourself down. It should be a lot easier for you, because if your mind's tired, it's not going to bounce all over the place because it's tired. You can use that to your advantage.
All righty. S.J. Lucas. Hi, Chris. Am I living my life's purpose? What should I be doing career-wise?
Well, you're on track. I really do believe that you are. But I think that if you get into any type of center that helps people, I think that would be the way to go for you, because you find so much love and happiness in that. Besides, you can build things really well, but I think that that's more personal, just for yourself around the home and things like this and making things. You've got a very creative flair with you. So I think that I would look at that as a fun and a hobby that will turn profitable. So it'd be a splash of another source of an income.
Okay, we've got a question from Lauren C. Hi, Chris. Do I have damaged neurotransmitter from benzos and meds? Just want my life back. Thank you.
I think there is damage from drug use. Yes, absolutely. But the marvelous thing with our body's nervous system, mind, is it does have a way to rebuild, reroute, come back. So it doesn't look like it's permanent. Okay. Like, they put the boiling egg in the frying pan. It doesn't look like that, but it looks like you've got to be patient and allow yourself to still develop and still grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And you'll come out of this. I call it a haze, but you'll come out of this.
Got a question from Lupe Benavides. Hi, Chris. There is an open position with more pay at my work, but I don't think I would be happy with it. Should I apply for it or just stay where I am and hope for a good raise this year? Thank you.
Well, it won't be this year, but you'll get it probably in February. I would stay. I would wait for the raise, stay in your position, because you're 100% correct. If you take the other position, you're going to hate it. And then your position you came from is going to be filled up, and then you're just going to be out of luck. So don't do that to yourself.
Got a question here from DC. Hello, Chris. Will my daughter move to Texas?
I believe definitely so. It'll be a rough first month, and then she'll settle in right away. So this will be good all the way around. Just initially, she'll be really contemplating if she's doing the right thing. But after 30 days of being there, we know, all of us will know that she's in the right spot.
Stephanie Orton. Please tell me where to go from here in my marriage. I'm lost right now.
Well, I mean, you can go to counseling. He'll go in body form, but won't be there really in mental form. So the hardship of what I'm telling you is he's set in his ways. It's his way or the highway. So with the marriage, you can have your life with your friends and your family and loved ones, and look at it as like you have someone that you share a roof with, and you're kind to each other and things like that. But that's as far as this goes. And I don't think you're going to jump out of it. So I would just make up your life through other avenues. I mean, look at me, you guys. I'm not in a relationship. Haven't been in one for years. I have my cat, my kids. No, so I'll put my cat first now. My kids. I got my career. I got my social life. I got my planting of an avocado tree that I never can make grow. And I love my life. I don't feel like I'm missing a thing. So not everybody has to be in a relationship to be happy. I think we all have to find ourselves and be happy internally with ourselves before anything else can grow from there, as we know. So.
Got a question from Karen Plaxton. When are we going to see you in the kitchen? Did you start doing that and I missed it? I enjoyed seeing your mom on TV and reading her books, and it's great.
Well, listen here, guys. I really am a lousy cook. I could burn a frozen food. So when I was over there doing the shrimp dish and things like this, I really am honestly learning when I'm doing this with you. So, but I am going to do it for my members. That's a good thing to bring up. And I would like to get back to that myself. I just have to figure out a dish that you guys are going to like. It's going to be easy enough. I just wish you guys could be around to taste it too, but no, maybe I don't. So yeah, we'll be doing more of that. Thank you for stating that. And you guys got any other ideas, put it down in the comment section below. Get on my website, check it all out. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. That helps us, tune this in more for you. I want to thank you members for supporting us, and that's allowing us to be in. All you subscribers, we love all of you guys. Thank you so much. If you like what you see in the channel, please give us a thumbs up, because that has a way of pushing this out to where we can reach and help more people. Stay tuned for the posts. God bless and stay uplifted. Bye now.